Hey, good morning, everybody. What's up? It's a early Saturday morning, nice and cold. Enjoying the work. I was thinking last night and this morning about what's going on with the economy, with jobs, people being laid off. Not a whole lot of hiring anymore. It's funny how a year or two ago it was we can't find work, and now they're laying a bunch of people off. You need to keep that in mind. There is a big storm coming with that, I think. But think of it this way. All this stuff that happened the last couple years, who got closed down? It wasn't Walmart, it wasn't Amazon, it wasn't any of these big retail stores. It was the small mom and pop shops, small businesses, people that work for themselves. They lost everything. It wasn't FedEx, UPS, or anybody like that. They actually got busier because everybody was ordering online. But that's besides the point. What I'm getting at is I think this was intentionally done this way to close down these shops. And the minimum wage thing, that added to it, or vice versa, whatever came first. These small businesses can't afford $15 and $20 an hour for somebody that works that has a minimum wage mentality. The big businesses, they can absorb that. First of all, 20% of their employees, even if they have to pay minimum wage of $20 an hour, $15 an hour, work in America. 80% of their workforce is not in this country. They don't have to go by those laws. Walmart gets all their crap from China, where they pay people $1 a day, if that, maybe, whatever they pay. There's no regulations over there. There's no work laws or anything. That's all put on the small businesses that we have to do. I can't hire a bunch of people, outsource all my work. I'm a very small business. I want to help my community. I want people near me to work. I don't want to have a call center over in the Philippines where I'm paying somebody $2 a day to answer all my calls. Technically, yeah, it makes sense for a business to do that, but it's not in the long run for your country. We need to stop doing business with these companies that outsource all their work and want to pay, crap. There's tens of thousands of people being laid off right now. Keep that in mind. Something big's coming with that. As big as Amazon expanded the last couple of years, where they just started rolling out drivers and talking about drone deliveries and all this, and now all of a sudden they're just going to lay a bunch of people off. FedEx is talking about it too, laying people off. If you don't see that sign, I know my last job, we had a contract with the union, and it was really weird from the last one that we had. A lot of words were changed around, talking about if work's available, and all this talk about possibility of layoffs and everything. And the wording in the contract book itself was talking. It seemed really weird the way they worded stuff. Like it was almost foreshadowing what was happening. And this was back in 2018, 19. It was all before all this happened. Our contract was renewed with the union. And everybody voted against it, but yet it was still pushed through for some reason. That's because my personal opinion, the union is in the back pocket, but that's another story. You need to be aware of what's going on with the economy. Stop using these businesses that support what you don't agree on. If you don't agree on something and a corporation is, lobbying millions of dollars for it, go away from them. Glenn Beck talks about that with Verizon, I think. How he talks about, them giving millions of dollars to Planned Parenthood and all that. If you don't agree with it, don't use them. These companies will change their views when the majority of their customers raise hell about it. You remember, what was that thing on Netflix with the little girls twerking and shit? there was a huge uproar, as there should be, and they got rid of it. And they pretend, oh, that never happened. Or we're sorry. You need to start standing up for what you believe in. Start supporting businesses that you believe in, that have the same values. One of the many factors that made me leave my job was just that company I work for. They tried to, just the small stuff they did, and a lot of other factors, but work for somebody you believe in, a company that you stand behind. It's really as simple as that. I know Tim Pool was talking about that, building his own. Sorry, I'm at work right now. I'm trying to think of something. He's talking about building a parallel economy that can rival all this shit that's going on right now. Whether you believe in Republican or Democrat, whatever side you want to be on, I don't really care. I lean more right just because I enjoy the values that they share. I don't believe in everything they talk about. I don't think anybody should just be straight left or right. I think you should have a mix of everything. I think everybody should be independent, honestly, but you know, it seems like you can't win with being independent anymore. Maybe that will change, maybe not. I don't really think that quite matters, to be honest with you, anymore. I think a lot of it's all smoke and mirrors and games and keep you distracted. Just like everything that's going on right now is to keep you distracted of what's really going on with food shortages. But the economy, go to farmers markets, start growing your own food, start trading with your small towns. That's where all this stems from. They talk about how, oh man, look at the society, it's so bad. The society is bad like this because the root of the problem is not being addressed. They're trying to fix the problem after the fact. They need to go to the source of the problem and fix it that way. It starts with our kids. You know, it starts with values, how you treat people, how you act, work ethic, stuff like that. It's like putting a Band-Aid on it. Oh, you know, nobody has a job. We'll just start paying them. Or we can figure out why they don't have a job and make jobs for them. Or get them to have a work ethic. People want to talk about, I don't want to do that job, that's disgusting, that's not worth my time. As long as it makes you happy, do it. That's what I think. Shit, I'm picking up trash right now, but I work for myself. You know what I mean? I started a company that picks up trash. It's not the cleanest job, but I'm driving around by myself. I don't have a boss. It's pretty profitable. All you need really is a truck to start it, maybe a trailer. Places I go, I can't take a trailer, so I use my truck. There's, oh, why don't you get a loan? Why don't you go in debt, buy all this shit? I don't like payments. I don't like being in debt. I don't like owing people. Pretty sure it talks about that in the Bible too. Don't in debt. I mean, that's a pretty simple concept. I know a lot of big financial people I've listened to talk about, oh, I'm a millionaire, I'm a billionaire, but I have millions in debt. I can't remember that guy. Something Kiyosaki or something. Some Asian guy. He's really smart. You know, he knows how to work the system. But the fact is that he has millions and millions and millions in debt in real estate. That seems really, right now especially, that seems so stupid to me. But, you know, he's the millionaire and I'm not, so. What's going on with all this? I feel, my personal opinion is that it's all planned, it's all staged, it's meant to detonate like this. Look at what's gone over the years. Every 100 years, every 80 years, people get sick, people get mad, war happens, and a new system comes out. 80 years from now, the same shit's gonna happen. We're gonna go through a big war. People are gonna die. People are gonna get upset. They're gonna say, we need change. The same people that have been in power for thousands of years are just gonna put something else up and say, oh, well, this is awesome. And then we're gonna have a good ride. And then it's gonna go spiraling out of control like it has done for thousands of years. It's all about power. I mean, the same people that are in power are the same people that make the money, that control the money. They don't care about the money. They care about the power. I don't understand how people don't understand that. They will spend all the money in the world because they can print all the money in the world. Look at these big banks. Ever notice how people just randomly come up dead all of a sudden? I'm going to expose this, or I'm going to change this, or I'm going to go back to gold. I'm going to back it. I'm going to get off the oil. Get off of the petrodollar. How many leaders around the world have died because they tried to do that and they were made to look like bad people? Technically, yeah, they did some really bad shit and they're pretty horrific. But at the same time, I don't believe that's why they were killed or why wars were started. I think it's because they were trying to get off of the system and get out of it and start their own. And we just, we brought to light all their bad shit they've done. You can make anybody look terrible by bringing up their past and what they've done. There's nobody that's perfect. If I wanted to, I could make somebody look terrible if it fit my agenda, or I could make them look amazing. That's what the news is there for. To tell you all the bad shit people do. To make them look like bad people or good people. It's like Biden right now, like when he was elected, they were like, oh my God, there was a news anchor that was literally talking like how he could be a freaking angel coming down, like holy music and stuff playing in the background. And for what? For a dude that sniffs little kids and launders money for just the dumbest shit. And we're made to believe that he's an amazing person. Back in the 60s, 70s, whenever it was, and he was in Congress, senator or whatever, he's talking about he doesn't want to have schools with black and white people in them. Sitting there calling people Negroes and shit and how they're lesser than other people. And now all of a sudden when he's trying to be president, I'm all about the African population. Until the election's over, and then he don't give a shit. Ain't nothing changed with these people. Nothing has changed whatsoever. But people were so freaking stupid. I don't know, it's a goldfish mentality. I understand people do change, but not these people. Not this evilness that's in them. You can pray for them and hopefully they'll change. Maybe one day they will. But they continue to do it over and over and over again. We need to get these people out of power, out of, they're making our laws, they're making our future how they want it to be. How evilness wants it to be, not how God wants it to be. Look around you. Look what is pure in this world? What's good in this world anymore? Every single thing you see on TikTok and Facebook, you scroll through it, it's all about some girl shaking her ass to get views, somebody doing drugs, and somebody doing something stupid. Over in China, they don't show that. They show how to be smart at doing good things, good deeds for your community. The algorithm that's built into it. And who has connections with that? The FBI and the CIA. And they say, oh, mind control isn't real, man. Conspiracies, that's crazy. But yet they do it over and over, year after year. I think that's why all this stuff was introduced to us, to get us sucked into it, to control us even more. You can easily turn off the TV when you have to go out. You can't be brainwashed with it anymore. But you got your phone with you 24/7 now, right beside your face when you sleep, when you're driving, how I have it right now, working. Your phone is everywhere. It's a microphone, it's a camera, documents, your GPS, tracking, all that. Everybody cracks jokes about it. It's like, oh, you know, you're talking about something with your wife, and the very next time you get on your phone, the advertisement says, when you want to get that, when you want to buy that. You know, I look up one software for my business, and I get spam ad after ad on Facebook and Google about, try this product, try that product. You have to pay to get away from this stuff. It's the same thing with the food, man. You have to pay extra to get healthy food. How retarded is that? Where you can go to buy a hamburger for $1, but then the McDonald's the salad is freaking $8, and it's not even healthy. It's iceberg lettuce. It's nothing but water, with a couple little carrots on top, and it's all genetically modified food anyway, so it's not even really that healthy. It's just all sprayed with chemicals. The IQ, I was listening to that yesterday, the IQ for these kids that are born within the pandemic are like 20 or 30 points lower than the average. And the average isn't that high, especially nowadays. People, I don't mean to be rude when I say this, but people are literally retarded. Not mentally, where they can't help it, but they just choose to not believe in stuff. They don't choose to look up stuff. Some dude on Facebook said it, he must be true. Well, that thing was shared 20,000 times. A fact checker said it was wrong. It's all about perception and who's in control. It ain't me, it ain't you. It's not even the people in government that are in control. There's only one person in control right now, and he's letting it happen because we deserve it. Because we went away from him, and that's God. He's letting evil go across the world right now. Honestly, I don't blame him. Or her, or it, or whatever God is. Like I said before, I think God is an emotion more than anything. You can't describe him as a person. He doesn't have a sex or a gender. But for a better lack of terms, I'm going to say him. God's letting all this happen because we deserve it. Because we went away from being pure. We don't even try to anymore. There's no self-control anymore. And people say, oh, you're fat shaming. Being fat is wrong. I'm fat. It's wrong. I have a really hard time with eating. Sexual urge is really hard for me. Our animal mentality is ridiculously low. You know, it's the same thing with people that can't save money. I've been through it, my wife's been through it. Blow money on stupid shit you don't need all the time. They say, oh, the rich wear poor people clothes and the poor people wear rich people clothes because they want to look flashy. It's like Gucci. Nobody that's rich buys all that crap. You know, they're given that stuff as advertisement so the poor dumb people can look at it and say, hey, you know, the rich people bought it, I gotta buy it too. Go out and buy a secondhand one that works just as good. It's literally a bag you put crap in and you carry it with you, and that's all it is. You don't have to have the diamond studded one that's, you know, genuine fur whatever. But social status kills people, man. It destroys your lives. Buying the next best thing. Get away from that, man. Buy once at a good price that's well built, and you don't have to worry about buying the next season's one. You got girls that got 50,000 pairs of shoes because they don't know what to wear. I got these shoes out of the freaking landfill, and I put shoe goo on them, and they were fine. They worked fine. The sole's fine. Back when I delivered packages as a job, I had to buy shoes probably 3 times a year because I walk so much, and I understand buying good supports for them. I got Dr. Scholl's and these things, and it's fine. You know what I mean? I got a hole in my jeans, I'll sew it or I'll patch it. I don't go out and buy jeans that are already ripped up that look retarded, trashy. What's the point of that? Stop buying into, oh, I gotta look good or I gotta look pretty or spend 5 hours doing my makeup and all this stuff. Little girls especially, man, they're so wrapped up in it on TikTok and Facebook and all this disgusting shit that's going on right now in the world. The only thing you have to do is be a good person to each other and all this will go away. Be nice to each other. Be decent. Be honest. Even though honesty hurts sometimes. Being honest with people that you love, you care about, and people that you don't like. Be honest with them. Tell them why. You hurt their feelings. You hurt their feelings. It is what it is. Maybe they'll change. Maybe they'll say, hey, I'm being a dick. I might change my ways. It's like a bully in school, man. Nobody says anything to them, and they get the attention. But if everybody said, hey, dude, Mark, you're being a dick. Stop. Everybody said that to him. Maybe Mark would stop doing that. Maybe. You know? They talk about that in movies all the time. How they just control everybody with peer pressure and, gotta be the new fad kind of thing. I don't know, man. I don't know what to do. The only thing I can think of is getting away from everybody and the system that they have in place. Get your kids out of school. Quit learning about this disgusting shit they're teaching. It doesn't help anybody. It destroys your mind. It corrupts your spirit. There's only so much you can do when you have no control or no power. Once you get away from that, you're good, man. You only have a life to live and a family to raise. Why pervert their minds with what's going on right now? Minimize tablet use. Save your soul, dude. For real. Talk to y'all later.